Rightio then. So today is Monday. All right. So I've already put the hours here, but let's take a look at the technical analysis. So these levels were from last week. As you can see, the market kind of got there, sold off from there. The trading hours on Friday came back down. If you bought the low, if you sold the high, you should have been okay, which is what I did say you should be doing, because Thursday was a swing day, as you know. So we had both sides of the equation. So you can sell the high, buy the low. Market closed in between. So you should not have lost any money. So let's get back into Monday. So I'm going to get rid of these now because these are from last week. So let's get back into our analysis. Now it's a new week. So let's start with the weekly. Here we are. Okay, so this has gone up. As you can see, it's touched the closing of last week and kind of dip down. Gold is still on an uptrend. The support on the weekly is 65.52, which is 2,884. So if the market does get to 2,884, the reason I'm going down is I want to take this 2,884 up into there. All right, so this is one level here, as you can see. Let's check out the daily, see if we've got a level there. On the daily, we're right on the PST. So this could kind of like go up. Today is a swing day for gold. All right, so today is Monday, and Monday, gold and Bitcoin have a swing day. So what could possibly happen here? Because we are on top of the PST and the daily support on the PST is 54, just 2,908. This 2,908 and 12, 2,908, which the market, as you can see, has done. And 12 is, let's say, the sandwich zone here. All right. Now, remember last week I said if the market goes up above 2,914, okay, we can, like buy if it retraces. Okay, so if you bought when the market came down at the trading hour at the lows of the market, not in between somewhere, then you should have been okay. And then, let's get rid of that. Okay, and then if you've got an open position, which I doubt that you have, since we don't open, we don't keep anything open on the weekend, especially with Trump. You never know what he's going to say and what might happen. This is kind of like up from here. Now this can still push up. This is not a bad place for a trade. Now look, as you can see, this is 745. I'm sorry. It's a 15-minute chart, but the time is 7:47 on my computer, which means that the computer server time and the platform server time, they're the same. All right, so the platform server time is 7:45 bar, and it's 7:45 my local time. So the platform and my local time have now equalized. Remember last week it was an hour behind. So today we're back on. Okay, so it's March. So we've entered, I don't know, we haven't even entered spring yet. Until the 20th, we're not entering spring. But in any case, they've kind of, looks like, matched it up again. All right, so just be mindful, then you'll, don't get confused. All right, always check your platform server time, your local time, and get it right with the UTC plus 3 my time, because UTC plus 3 is not going to change, okay, not unless I move countries. Okay, so that's how it is. So with the gold, I don't mind us going up. I don't mind us buying if we come down. Now, if the market breaks down below here, the targets we can get to are from 2,866 to 76. So 2,866 to 76. Now, why am I keeping this here? Because we want to keep it in mind. We don't want to be blindly trading. If we are wrong, we want to know how far we can come back down to. Okay, so this is why, knowing these levels are important for us, and we can check them up later on as well. Okay, so that's on the PST indicator. And on the weekly, like I said, that's your 65. That's a good zone to get in if the market decides to keep pushing up. If we do keep pushing up, what can we go to? 2978. Okay, that's like up there, 2978. On the weekly, that's going to be too far out, but 3087. Okay, so gold can still push up, or as you can see, this is bearish, okay, engulfing this one, and then this is the retracement, and then the sell-off. So Monday being a swing day, what are we going to do is a question, right? We can decide to sell too, okay, but I'd wait to see where this market's going to end up, okay, because we could break down. If we break down, we'll go towards there because this is in between levels. And if the market breaks upwards, which it kind of has done here, and if it keeps pushing up, then on a smaller time frame we can buy the pullbacks. Now I'm going to get rid of this. Well, I won't get rid of it because it's holding, okay, and there are even highs here, so we're going to look for stop sweeps as well. So be mindful, the market can go up, it can stop sweep, come back quickly and push down as well. All right, so just, you know, be smart. So what to do here? Well, because Monday is a swing day, if I find myself at the highs, stop sweeping the highs, I can sell with caution because the market trend overall is up. The second thing is, if the market breaks below the low of that especially, okay, mucks around here, pulls back, you can sell into here and even try your luck with the lower levels here, okay, but you need to be careful here. That's a weekly level, so the market coming into this zone to like kind of, you know, test it, stop sweep it, and then buy it is an option too. So if Monday we make a low around here and the market starts to turn around, then you'll know Monday's a swing day. It made a low, then we're buyers. If it goes up, they sell off and they break below this and close under it and push into this zone, then a pullback is going to be your sell-off. Okay, so then you're going to pull back into a trading hour and a price and then kind of sell it off. Okay, so both options we're going to keep an eye out for. Euro dollar. Now remember, with the euro dollar, we had this for a target, so no dramas. PST levels, everything is all good. Thursday was a swing day. As you can see, I said, you know, you need to be careful here because we should be tapping into here. So the market is in there. So Thursday actually turned into a push day, all right, which you should not have in any case sold at. Why? Because it doesn't match your technical analysis, right? It's done a price tap here. That's a target. That's fine. Great. No problem. Okay. But this is the zone. All right. So if this is the zone, then this is where we're looking to target. Okay. So hopefully you should have made a gazillion dollars on this up move, because that was your swing day going all the way into there. Monday was a swing day. You would have had at least all the way into Thursday making money. What to do now? Well, now on the weekly, as you can see, we still have this little bit of a target there. That's 62 being 1.0897. If the market goes up into 1.0897 first, let's do 1.0897 is going to be somewhere around here. Let me just refresh this first. 1.0897. I'm just turning it into a 15-minute chart. Oh, 897. Okay, is going to be here. So if the market goes up, there's a stop sweep and starts to sell off, not a problem. If the market mucks around here like this, okay, then you can also expect a fall. Why? Because we do want to close gaps, don't we? Okay, we don't want to be just going straight up and away. the market will want to come back down. In fact, if we come all the way back down here before we go up, it wouldn't surprise me to do so. Right? It wouldn't surprise me at all. Coming back here to test it all that. They sold heavy here, so selling on swing days, the highs to push down into the retracement is okay in my books. Okay, once we get into this bar, you need to be careful because, okay, that is why. All right, so the market should kind of like push back into here. This is a daily chart, so what you need to do is think about buying when we go below 50 into the 37.5 zone. So we want to like come down, and as you can see, it's all, even if I hadn't put the Fibonacci ratios there, you can see it's like nice and crystal clear. We need to pull back, let it pull back. You can sell the highs on swing days. Today is not a swing day, so you can check it out when that is and trade accordingly. All right, let's get into SP 500. Now it's a new week with the SP 500. Nice little fall. Remember, this was a swing day for us on Friday. Now you have to be careful here. It's not a swing day today for the indices. All right, so Friday was a swing day. If we close the day blue, okay, I don't mind buying, okay, from the lows on the next swing day. All right, but you need to be careful. Okay, so because Friday was a swing day, as you can see, it's a bit tricky. And I did warn you about this zone as well. This is a place, yeah, we can buy on a swing day, this zone, not a problem. But, okay, just be mindful because we're down on the weekly, remember? Okay, so a bit of a pullback to sell off again is what's going to probably happen. And that level is a good buy kiss at 5828. 45, 46 is close to that 5806, and let's say 5800. So 5800 and 5828. Yeah, so we want to close that gap. Okay, and there's a gap here, as you can see. Okay, so you see, that's Trump talking over the weekend, and this is why, you know, when you trade, the weekends can be dramatic. Okay, if we've got, you know, people who are like, you know, unpredictable. All right, so that's how it is. But for us, it shouldn't really matter. That was a swing hour. That was a swing hour on Friday. So if you sold, you should be okay. If you bought the low, you should be okay. If you got out and sold the high, you should have woken up to a beautiful Monday morning. Though, like I said, I don't recommend leaving positions open over the weekend unless you're, you know, buying and holding physically. Okay, then you can keep it as long as you want. For example, I got physical gold for like ages. I just, you know, bought it a long time ago, just like keep it, still keeping it. There's nothing to close on that, obviously. Now with the SP 500, so weekly there, okay, we've got room to come back. I drew this ages ago. So on the monthly as well, we've got a breakdown. Remember, big fish eat little fish, okay? And I drew this before, and you can see this is right here, right now. Now on the daily, you can see they've dipped in here. This is like double dipping already. So they bought once, which is great. You can see the buying is not very exciting. They dipped in here a second time, a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time. Today we're in it in a sixth time. The buyers should be exhausted thinking, wait a minute, we're buying, but there's no support. Okay, so this is a tricky situation, which is fine because with our monthly, we're expecting that to break down. Okay, and it should be coming into 48, 5181, or 5237, 526, 5177. So this 48 you can see here, okay, and this 50 on the PST, they're like target zones for us down here, which we want to be kind of like targeting, but that's the monthly, right? So it's going to be over a longer term period. So what to do if the market goes back up, to close this bar at 5835. Okay, 5835 is there. And then we had 5828 on the daily. Good buy is at 27, 5760. Okay, so 5760. This is also an important zone. All right, and that's enough to close this gap here. So selling here is like legitimate at trading hours, okay, to push down, and there's a gap here. So if we go up first, yes, selling is okay. Now on the price, okay, on the price you can see that is going to be 5815. Okay, I did say 5828, but 5815 is going to be the zone here. All right, so selling in this zone is okay. All right, the weekly is okay, that level is okay, and so if it gets up into that level, it's because of a small gap here, nothing huge, but you know, the market can do it. If it's a trading hour, sell it. Okay, basically that's how it is. If we go up first, coming down to sell is a better option. We've got a break here, as you can see, and the market will want to sell again. They just want to go stop, sweep the highs, and then push down. So that would be the way to go. So if we go up first, it's better for us to sell off. Okay, let's take a look at Dow Jones. Now with Dow Jones as well, same kind of thing, I'm thinking. As with all indices. Now with Dow Jones as well, it is not a swing day. Okay, so it is not a swing day. All right, so you've got to be looking out for it. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is nice and easy as well. On Friday too, guys, you should have been okay. You should have been okay. These are like what, 10 o'clock should be, yeah, 9:15 is there. All right, so you should have been all good with these, like in the money, and it should have been a great day. As you can see, like all of these levels, we're like marking them in. So on the weekly, let's take a look. We've got room to push down here. Okay, this has got room to come down here. On the monthly, we're a break down. First target 57, 41,836. So 41,836. Just let's do this. 41,836 is there. So we're expecting a bit of a come down into there. Weekly, else HCL1 41,047. 41,000, let's say 50 down here. All right, so this is the zone. All right, so we've got room to come down, and on the daily, okay, this is already a place to come down into on the daily. Now look, the support for the day is this 32, 42,155. 42,155 is there. So until this breaks, okay, you know, we don't have much to talk about. When it does, though, you see we're coming down, and on the weekly, you know, we could really probably have more room to come down. Okay, I can't say on the weekly there are like gaps up at this end. You can see they're like pretty tight here. It's all good. Okay, maybe a bit of a gap here into this zone. If it breaks below that, you know that's your target, because that's your range. Okay, from technical analysis, you remember. Okay, so that's your range, and then that should push there. That's on the weekly, so it's gonna, it's not gonna probably do it like a bang smash, but in any case, it might do. So what to do on the daily? You can wait for the swing day. If at a swing day we are down here somewhere, okay, in this range, should you buy? Yeah, I mean, you can. It's a swing day. We're at a level where we can buy, and it kind of matches. Okay, let me just check what this is. What is this? Oh, it's the parallel for that, because that's gonna be for us. Let's see, 41,850, 41,837. So that kind of matches into that 41,837. You see what I mean? Okay, so that kind of like is good. Okay, we can dip down here, and if in a swing day we're down here and you want to buy, I agree. Okay, I do agree. If at a swing day we're high somewhere, we will sell into here. Where can we sell off at? 42,930. So that's a price of 42,930, which is there. So this zone is going to, this zone is going to be for us sell zone. All right, stop sweep, weekly pivot. It could do a nice and easy kind of like pull down. It should close that gap, and you can manage that. Okay, market should want to change today after 4 p.m. So that's 1 hour. Please check the news. I haven't checked them yet. Let's do so. Okay, no news today, so it's going to be just Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. There's news coming out, so which is fine because it's kind of like in accordance with our swing days, right? And that's Dow Jones for you, right? You want to sell, the high is there. If it comes to a buy, this is your buy zone, all right? Because that looks like a logical place to go in. If I take a look into that as well, that's looking good to kind of like dip into there. Okay, let's take a look at NASDAQ. $27. 41,256 on your Dow Jones is there. Okay, just put a level there as well. Okay, I'm on NASDAQ now, so NASDAQ right on target. I mean, that is just beautiful to see how the PST is working. Really, it's just like spot on. Now this zone I did mention is going to be a place where the market will want to buy, right? And this is where we're at. So buying the lows is good if you did so. All right, at the swing hours, like, you should have been okay here. All right, and that's your basically Friday. Okay, that's your Friday there. Friday was a swing day. I think it was for SP 500. Okay, so now we're here on the weekly. We can still push down. Let's take a look at the monthly. On the monthly, we've got 57, 19,316. So you can mark that in 19,316, which is there. Okay, and then on the weekly, we're already in that zone, but let's take a look. 37.38, 19,354, 573. 573. Oops. On the weekly, sorry, just bear with me. 19,354 and 18,335. 19,354 is right there. Okay, 18 is a bit lower. If we break below these, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, but at the end of the day, that 57, we're looking at it, 19,316. So make sure this zone is also, you can see it's on the weekly as well. It's on the weekly and the monthly. Let's take a look at the daily. On the daily, we're in a sandwich zone. It's right 21 20,163. So 2163 is going to be your first resistance. 2163 is right there. Okay, so this is your first resistance. No wonder they sold off there as well. Not a problem. If this thing starts to break upwards, okay, then you know we've got some room to go. So we could go up into a swing day. If we do go up into a swing day, we do want to sell. Now remember, we marked that in before the market already touched there, okay, on sold off. So our next zone is going to be that 37. If it goes up 20,443, 20,443. This is going to be, you know, kind of like your sell zone from here. Slight gap here, so look out for stop sweeps and things. But at the end of the day, this is your zone. All right, so the market is your, because that's your first target. On the weekly, that HCL1 is 20,436, which is pretty close. 20,446. So it's like pretty much on the dot, as you can see. All right, so I'm not going to put a line there. This is like that zone. Okay, let's take a look at bit. So selling the highs, I'm okay with. Also, down here, you know, we'd like to buy the lows as well. Okay, but we've got a bit of room to come down to. So that's the monthly. So just be mindful that we can kind of like go up and then sell off. Okay, so that could be the situation, which I don't mind doing. Okay, so we go up and then we sell. Now here also, if you took coaching from me, you can target a goodbye kiss. Okay, and that goodbye kiss, if it comes to the goodbye kiss on a swing day, that's going to be kind of like, okay, so we're up here and then we want to sell off. Yes, you can. Okay, and you can see that's still going to match into that zone there where the market sold heavy. Okay, so big sell-off. That sell-off is also in that bar. Okay, so they sold big in this bar. They sold big in this bar. That's your goodbye kiss. So this is now also your kill zone. All right, so if the market does go up into a swing day, comes here, you want to sell, yes you can. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now with Bitcoin, let's see, we do have a swing day Monday. Okay, so last week, as you know, like the market was going down and we were okay with it. We had a swing day. The market picked up on a swing day. Okay, remember we had Wednesday and Thursday. So that's Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday. That's your Thursday. Remember we had Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday, it was in between. Thursday, market comes up, they sell it off. Now, Bitcoin Monday is a swing day, and we're at target. So buying the lows, I'm okay to do so. At trading hours, let's see. Oh, beautiful. If you're using your PST, bang, 79,874. 79,874. 79,87. Oh, pretty much on the dot, I'd say. Okay, so then we had the swing hours for today, 5:15. 5:15 is there. Okay, so you got to be careful here. Why? Because that's a resistance zone. Okay, and 7:50 is there. Okay, so you got to be careful. What's that mean? It means we can still push down, which is fair enough. Let's take a look at the weekly. That's your support zone on the weekly. Okay, 78,688. 76. Sorry, let me just double check. 78,688. 78. 688. This is your zone. All right, so this is going to be a zone. Okay, the market can dip into. On the monthly, we've got room to come down into 56, 74, 500. 74, 500. Okay, which is fair enough. Okay, 74, 500. All the way down here into 29. 77, 384. 77, 3. Am I missing something here? 29, 77, 384. 77, 384. So there's a bit of room to come down. Okay, so don't rush into it. If you want to sell again to push down, I'd wait. Okay, if it goes up and becomes a high on a swing day, then you know you need to sell again. Okay, but where from? Maybe from around here, 87, 730. All right, 87, 727. Marketing if you're trading Bitcoin, and 86, 633, which is the PST on the 45. Okay. But don't sell down here. It's a swing day. You know, if it dips down, I don't mind buying the swing day because we're intraday trading, right? To push up and then to sell down again. Okay, so this is like classic. We've got room to come down on the weekly, and we've got room to come down on the monthly here, as you can see. Okay, so there is a bit of room to still push down. I wouldn't rush it. Okay, I wouldn't rush it. But because it's a swing day, like I said, I'm not against buying. Just do it at a reasonable price. Okay, don't just dive in anywhere. Wait for the swing hours. Wait for the lows, the dips to come down, and then kind of like push up. Okay.